tonight is Michelle Martinez, and she is really, her story is just amazing. I'm not gonna take too much away from her, but we're calling her her conversation Matchsticks to Bonfire in 3 months. Instagram lights the way to big paydays. I mean, she got off to a slow start, as you'll see. I'll let her tell her story, Caitlin. And she was like hanging out at, what was it, maybe $1,500-$1,600 a month. And she started Instagram, and, like 1 month, she quadruples that. And, every month thereafter, you can see a $200, $300, $400, $500 increase. So she's got a lot to it. She works in, let me just give you some of her history. Masano Salon and Spa, Arlington Heights, 35 years old. So she's like, sophomore, maybe junior, millennial, married, couple of kids, 10 years old, 18 months. So she's on purpose. She rebooted her career at 28. And for 10 plus years, I think 12, 13 of those years, she was accountant, payroll. And somewhere in her late 20s said, I want to go back and be a hairdresser. So it was 2 hard years. It took her 2 to almost 3 years to get to hair school. She's working 2, 3 part-time jobs to get off the ground. She's level 1 now. I mean, that's why I wanted to have her, because she's just so real, and she's like this far from going to level 2. So this is why she's making big boom boom. And so what else can I tell you about her? Like I said, a month after, she was like hanging out at probably, I don't know, 1,500, 16, 1,700 a month. Not a lot. She'll tell you. It took her, and she started Instagramming, and in 1 month, she goes from that to about 4,500. And like I said, the last couple of months or so, you're seeing, $200, $300, $400, $500 increases in her monthly average. So she's a big time. She's rebooking about 50%, 20% RTS, as in retail, probably trending to do about 100 referrals this year. And retail, she's doing $500 to $600 a month. So as you can see, she's crushing it, like big time. Yeah, I love this crap too, Sonia. So what else can I tell you about her? She's, if you look her up, it's on Instagram, it's Hairs to Beauty. She uses iPhone 7, so she's in the game. She's carrying heavy artillery, baby, on Facebook and IG. She's got about 352 followers on Instagram. About 60 of them are clients. About 971 followers on Facebook. 60 clients. She's probably taking pictures on 10 clients a week, and she's posting 3 times. So we'll get back to her stats. But what I really wanted to do is I want her here to tell her story. So I'm going to get her. I'm going to get her on FaceTime now. Bring her on the big screen. Ready for this? There she is, Miss Michelle. Give it up for Michelle, will ya? All right, Michelle. I don't know if you were hearing me. I was bragging on you big time to all the people watching. Get us started. Maybe just telling us, what it was like for you, how you got into the beauty business, because you were in another game for quite a few years.
Well, it's something that I always wanted to do, and I figured I wasn't getting any younger, so if I was going to make a change, that now was the time to make the change and to make it work. I didn't have an option. I was going to make it work. This is what I wanted to do, and I wasn't going to waste another 10 years doing something that didn't fulfill me.
So how old were you when you decided you were going to flip from what you were doing before, which sounds like accounting, payroll, and go to hair school? Like, how old?
I was about 28.
So all of a sudden, at 28 years old, you're well into life. You're saying, "I'm going to go to hair school." How long did it take you to do your do your course in beauty school?
Well, I went part-time at night because I was still working full-time during the day. So I was doing about 55 hours a week. And then I also worked about another 10 to 15 on the weekends, plus 20 hours of beauty school. So it was a lot to handle. And I already had my first son, so it was challenging, but I knew it would be rewarding in the end.
So you get through it, and now you're in the salon, right? And you're working at Mazzano's. And where did it go from there? You were when we were chatting earlier, you said it took you a little while to get some traction. Tell us about that.
Well, after my amazing training program that my salon provides, I was on the floor for a year, and I feel like I got a slow start. I wasn't implementing all the great tools that I was taught. I was excited to be on the floor, and I just wanted to please everyone, and I was in my own way. So I finally took a step back and said, what am I doing wrong? What is it that other people are doing? If they can do it, why can't I? So I took a step back and said, and I looked at what I wasn't doing, and I said, something's got to change. And I completely flipped the way I was talking to my clients, walking them out when they checked out, follow-up calls, recommending products. I really took a step back. I took a deep look at myself and thought about everything that I already know, everything that I had already learned, and really said to myself, you have to do this, you have to make it work. And in the end, I'm starting to see, the results of my hard work and what the Summit program provides.
Yeah, you were telling me earlier when we were talking that it took you a while to really, for a while, you were kind of taking the resources for granted. You got two great mentors. Mention your two salon owner partners that are Summit all the way, and how they became your mentors.
Well, I could go on forever about them, but Jacqueline and Andrea Palmisano are two of the most amazing mentors, bosses, people, just human beings you could ever meet. They really want us stylists to succeed, not only for their salon, to make their salon a success, but above all else, they just want us as individuals, as people, as stylists, to succeed and become financially wealthy in our own life and happy in our own personal life, as well as, doing good for the salon. Above anything else, they, more than anything, just care about us as individuals. And, you can come talk to them about anything at any time. If there's anything you're struggling with. So I really feel blessed that I was able to start my journey at a salon that gives you so much additional support other than just technical training.
Yep. So that you all of a sudden you're in the game now. You're getting some traction, and so now you're like you were, you especially this year. So what's it like for you now?
After just really going hard on social media, implementing all the tools that I learned during my awesome training program, I'm starting to see my numbers climb by $500, $600, $700 every single month. After I started, when I was in my bad habits and not doing what I know I should have done, I was only doing about $1,600 a month. And now, after a few months of doing what I need to be doing on social media, and with the way I treat my clients, talk to my clients, I'm pushing a level 2. So I'm really excited about that happening in the future for me, and just to continue to grow.
So what, now that you're in the game, because you're right, you went from like $1,600 a month. You start doing social media. You start taking advantage of Summit systems. You start taking advantage of your coaching. Now you were at $4,500. You're starting to hang out at $5,000 a month. It's going up a few $100s a month. What does the future hold for you? Like, where are you going from here?
I'm just always going to push for better, never settle, and never say that this is the most I can do. I've reached my maximum potential. I'm never going to settle for that. I'm just going to keep saying that there's more I can do. There's more I haven't touched. There's more I still have to achieve.
Yeah. So you're like, there are some people like you, Michelle, that are at where you were a year or so ago. And now that you're here, what can you say to them as they're watching you tonight and they're listening to you and they're identifying with your story that might give them the spark to say, you know what, I'm going to take more advantage of my opportunities than to take my opportunities for granted?
I would say just have faith, believe that you can do it. If other people can do it, there's no reason why you can't. Believe in the system, and just know that no matter how old you are, how young you are, what your circumstances are in life, where you came from, how much money you do or don't have, what kind of people you do or don't know, that none of those factors are going to stifle you from accomplishing your goals and achieving your dreams. None of that is going to, tell yourself that none of that is going to get in the way.
Awesome. Now, we got a few minutes that I want to really spend on social media because you're doing some really interesting, some really cool stuff. You're on Instagram, you're on Facebook, and you've got like 4 steps that you use that has really been helped you to take it up. So get us started. What's step 1 for you?
So I take photos on my clients. I use my 2 favorite apps, which is the Instant Photo, and PicArt. And I take my pictures, I watermark them with my name on them, I upload them to social media, and then when people comment or they like the pictures that I post, I will then go and private message them and, just introduce myself and say, hey, thank you for liking my picture that I posted, and then I'll just kind of introduce myself from there, tell them who I am, tell them that I'm in the area, if they need ever need any other services, to let me know, that I'd be happy to meet them, and I just say, I hope I talk to you soon. And then as well, when I walk my clients out of the door, I thank them for coming in, and I tell them that I'm going to be posting their pictures via social media, and if they repost the picture that I tag them in, I thank them and I tell them that's the greatest compliment as a stylist that I could ever receive.
So you said so much there. I want to make sure that the viewer really can take advantage. So you and I, we kind of distilled this into 4 steps. So step 1 was you're taking a picture. You've got a couple of great apps, PicArt and Instant Photo. But you're doing, I think you told me you're doing somewhere around 15, 16 clients a week. How many clients are you actually taking pictures on?
I take pictures of about 10 of them. I try to make sure I have a variety and that I'm not oversaturating a haircut or a balayage or one specific technique. I want to make sure I have a variety, and then I usually post anywhere from 3 to 4 a week.
And then one of the things that I thought was interesting is that you will, on your second step, well, first of all, before we get there, the clients that you're taking pictures on, you were telling me that they're really enjoying it. So we'll get to that in a second, where when you take the picture, you will actually tag them, and it gives them a sense of confidence, and it makes them feel and look amazing. Talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so when I'm taking their pictures, I feel like they're instantly thinking, wow, my hair is good enough. I look amazing enough to be on her social media. And right away, that gives them a sense of, wow, my hair must look amazing if I'm going up on social media. It gives them a sense of confidence. It makes them think that they're, like, famous and that they have Pinterest type of hair. And it gives them another sense of confidence. Their hair is their biggest accessory, so now they're going to wear it even a little bit more proud.
And then sometimes you're posting it and tagging them, and then sometimes they'll actually take your picture and repost it on their page. And you were telling me in step 3, you'll pay attention to comments that their friends are making about the picture that they're seeing on the client's page, and then sometimes those friends are making comments on the picture that you're showing on your page, and you actually follow up. You go to their page and you leave them a message. That's step 3. What's that message say? What do you say to them?
I just say, thank you for liking so-and-so's hair. I just wanted to introduce myself. My name is Michelle. I'm in the Arlington Heights area. If you ever need any services, please don't hesitate to contact me. And then I close it out with, I look forward to talking to you soon. So it kind of plants the seed in their head that, okay, I should be calling her.
Awesome. And that's really your 3rd and 4th step. I mean, that's why you're crushing it. Well, listen, first of all, thank you. Give it up, for Michelle. I mean, that was just incredible. I love your 4-step process, and we want to wish you the best of luck. I want to keep an eye on you, Michelle, because I think if you continue to increase your monthly service by, $300, $400, $500 a month, you're going to be killing it. So, you and your hubby, I think, are really, really happy now that you made the decision to step it up and go to hair school.
Yeah, I don't regret it. One day it was the best decision of my life.
All right.
No regrets, no looking back.
All right, well, listen, we got to fly. It was good to talk to you. Give it up for Miss Michelle one more time, will you? Thank you. I'll text you later and catch up with you, Michelle. Have a good night.
Okay, bye-bye.
Wasn't that just a beautiful, beautiful dissertation on her 4 steps. I'm going to take you back because it was amazing, what she was talking about. So, just in case you missed it, I'm going to see if I can find the 4 steps. And if you like, I can even post it, on my page tomorrow. Step 1 was she's using PicArt Instant Photo. She's formatting it and posting it on Instagram. Step 2 then is she'll actually tag her guests, or her guest will upload that picture on their page. And she was saying that, when she's taking a picture, that's become part of guest experience now. It's almost like an extraordinary gift with purchase. It gives her guest the confidence. And she said that when the guest sees her taking pictures, they go, oh my God, I'm famous. Like, this is a new experience. And she's doing it. I will. My buddy Shannon Woolsey said, Michael, make sure that you post that. So then she went on to say, step 3, she actually had a script. She'll pay attention to who's commenting on her. The guest friends that are commenting on the picture, whether it's on the guest page or if it's on her page. And so her script is, thank you for coming. I'm going to be posting your hair via social media, and I'll tag you. This is what she's saying in step 3 when her guest is in the chair. And then if you could repost the photo, that would be great. The greatest compliment that you could give me. That kind of reminds me in the good old days, Shannon, when we would, the greatest compliment you could give me is hand out a couple of my cards and tell your friends about me. Now on social media, the greatest compliment you could give me is to repost the picture on your page and then tag me so I can follow up on the comments. I mean, that's huge. Huge, huge, huge. That's called make big boom boom. And then step 4 is follow up on all of the comments. And by saying, thank you for liking my post. My name is Michelle, and I'm located in Arlington Heights, working at Mazzano's. And if you ever are in need of any services, please don't hesitate to contact me. I'd love to meet you and hopefully talk to you. What a freaking script, man. 4 steps. Shannon Woosley, make sure you text me so I can get this on my page tomorrow. This is worth gold, gang. You got to do this all day long. So, like I said, it's just a really cool thing. So, we're running out of time. Next week, you can't miss this. Paige Cruz, Legacy Salon. Her story is nothing more than extraordinary. 23 years old. You ready for this, Shannon? 23 years old, level 4A, going to make $120,000 on her W-2 and gratuities this year. That's called big freaking boom boom. She's going to be telling her story. And then for those of you that are joining tonight, I actually have a lot of people overseas in Ireland with us tonight, and they're saying, you got to come to Ireland. And I'm saying, well, okay, we'll see. At any rate, I'm on Facebook.com/Michael Cole, OTT, as in over the top. This is where Facebook Live is, and I'm blogging every day, and we're doing videos, and then Instagram.com/Michael Cole, BGTD, as in, boom goes to freaking dynamite. What else do I want to say to you? Get on summitsalon.com, because that's really where you're going to want to be going all the time, especially if you're a salon that isn't on the summit yet. You got to get on the summit, man. I mean, because all these people that you're seeing are really crushing it. If you hit /products, you'll be getting to our product page, and all of our ninjas use planners, and I'm going to be really talking about planners a lot next week. We have a tracking app that you're going to absolutely need to get. If you hit summitsalon.com/MC Live, these are all of the videos that we've done. We're on our 75th episode, so you can get to the other 74 by just going summitsalon.com/MC Live. What else do I want to tell you? We've got this calculator app. Actually, it's 25 after now. When I sign off, I'm going to come back from now in about 3-4 minutes and give you a lesson on our brand new app where we call it Finding the Magic Number. So don't leave. When I'm done here saying goodbye, I'm going to come right back on. I'm going to show you that thing. It's going to freak you out. What else do I want to say? There's our tracking app. I talked to Barb Horseman. I'm going to be interviewing her at Hit Shop in Halifax. She uses this and she claims it's changed her life. And all this stuff is for free. So you can't say it's just too damn expensive, I can't afford it. Hang out on the .com. We'll help you get, rich, terribly happy to make big boom boom. So I want to close this down by thanking all of our sponsors, Summit Salon Business Center, and of course, L'Oreal PPD. These are all of their brands. We got Redken, we got Matrix, we got L'Oreal Professional, Mazzani, Decor, Essie, Shoe, Purology, Kerastase, Mazzani, it goes on and on. Baxter's their newest, Carita. These people give us a lot of money, sponsor our work, so that we can continue to bring this to you at no charge, so that we can continue to create these apps. So on behalf of them, I want to just thank you very much, and make sure that you just stay close to us. So good night.